4th.
Alright. Looks like I got the whole looks like I'm now in control for the stream now, so now I could finally get myself in peace. This is stage 2. I purposely thought it was around. It would purposely thought it's around 7 again. I thought it was like 7 p.m., but it was much more earlier. So that is definitely my bad on that part. But anywho, at least I'm able to get a full, uh, mostly a development for what's going on right now, and especially the fact that that big move there by Jax hand us out to win another stage, and leaves Aiden to go back. This looks like we could be back to second now. Is a really big move there by the 45. So that's saying something. So anyways, we have Laner here to basically hopefully officiate here the race. I thought it was originally probably gonna be me, but it's going to give Laner the full potential to help me out with this. So everybody else is lined up their positions, so they're back into wants it to be they're back with a refreshed server. My goodness, and. And hopefully no lagging.
Okay, I think everyone's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How'd it go? Look. Here. 8. Alright, I think everybody's ready here.
Alright.
So 8 end at lap 20 there, and it's gonna be a whole 50 more laps here. We'll start stage 2 with Jax up here with the green flag, and there's problems there with two Toyotas. Both Kragus and Landon in a good start. And looks like Aiden gets the outside move, gets a good run. What a run there by Aiden on the outside lane. And Jax gets moved out. He's gonna manually move out here and gives it in to Wendigo in the 19. Parker in the 2 is also experiencing Daytona right now with the throwback here. Looks to be a Brad Keselowski scheme here. And Aiden gets moved out of the pack. And here comes the throwback of looks to be Austin Dillon, I'm pretty sure. Or Tony Stewart. I'm pretty sure it's mostly Tony Stewart, because Austin Dillon only ran pretty sure one time. There's Kragus and Aiden there in the back there that was trying with a double wide. 2 wide here, and looks like Land is basically coming back in any power or form. This leaves Wendigo, Parker, and Benji here to deal with Land and Aiden. Land wants to go with the three-peat. Everybody else are still trying to look their way to possibly win, or in any case, try to lock into the next round of playoffs. Wendigo so far is doing pretty steadily right now, trying to handle what's going on between the 2 and the 13, and both of them are still trying to live up their day to basically become full-time drivers. And Parker in the 2 had an amazing run there at the end of Charlotte in the truck series at that point, that got himself his first win here, and that actually let CSP go on and actually actually go crazy on it, coming to the start finish line. So that's definitely something there that the team then Cartoon Network Motorsports would wonder. Oh no! And speaking of that, a good look. We'll look back here in the two. Handles out here, hand on the outside. Gets moved out of the pack, and there comes Benji here for second. Looks like Jackson and Craigus are not handling out here pretty well right now. Worst thing would be Craigus, and Lucas Land is gonna join the party. GFM going from way the front to the back. And that leaves one Toyota standing here up front with the 19. Way to go for Black Hill Motorsports. Look at the GFM run on the outside. If anyone wants, if any chance, some drivers could actually handle the outside and probably help it. And there goes Wendigo here, adds the leader. This gives the lead to Benji here at the throwback scheme on the 13. This was a throwback scheme for the alongside Aiden would be Daniel Sr.'s 1998 Coke car from the said race that was a part of. So Benji and Aiden will be handling out here with both Dale Jr. and Dale Sr. Throwback cars. Alongside that, there's still Lego there in the 44. Looks to be trying to have a Jeff Gordon sort of throwback here alongside the two, which I'm pretty sure it's actually I'm pretty sure it's also just Rusty Wallace as well. And looks like Toyota is going on their days because Jackson and Craigus are still trying to manage their way to get back with the pack. And look at the run that Toyota has. It went up to almost close to Lego. It was honestly a pretty good run there for the Toyotas. Just that it probably needs one more driver there to handle to balance it out. To try to safely emerge back behind the two of Parker. The 13 is 16. Already enough. However, have already secured up front for most of the time. And if these two hand out to win the stage, that'd be for 1-2. That'll probably be another little bit of a memorable moment here for ROCAR. Especially the moment there that the only thing I recently saw was basically the Charlotte truck race. There's Lego there in the top 3, alongside with Parker there also in the top 5. Also funny enough, that would basically let the playoff drivers who are below the cut line try to handle with points. And here comes another run of it. Just couldn't make it enough. It's only close by an inch from Lego to try to pass it, but it couldn't get the run in. Although being an even amount of cars right now, it's only it's only by its time. There they go. They're back up with the pack. Menji's still holding up front right now. Looks like it'll still be a single pack race this entire race. It's close to being around 10 to go. It'll be 11 to go here for stage 2. And oh boy, look at that run here on the
Oh my
outside! That is
goodness.
so big here on the outside. A big run that leaves 2 Chevys to dust. And here comes SSR to join back up front to pull the lead.
I have never
And
seen that
everybody's
before.
scattered apart here. The 2 trying to get the run over by his teammate. Everybody's scattered apart. And look at them coming back. The 13 and 16 trying to get the run. Almost 3 wide. It's basically manufacturers fighting for each other. They're in the race right now. Looks like Ford's got the big run here. Looks like the Chevys are going to try to merge in with Ford. Just so they don't let the Toyotas to try to pass through, and they do. Wow, what a few seconds of that run, and much battling that was happened there. And even that big run there by Lego in the 3rd place spot shoots him back to 1st. Alongside Parker, who's technically a runner-up, and there's a bit of smoke there coming to start-finish line, and leads the 2 to come back with the pack, and that leaves Lego out to try to fight for his own. For sure, seems to be like Craig that was pitting. Craig's in the 54. And apparently Craig didn't get any pit lane speed coming into pit road. Well, looks like some people are going to pits now. And looks like everybody's going.
Pitting.
And it's going to be a safe ride here into the pits after that run. So Craig is the only one that sticks out of everybody. But it looks to be like he's going to be the only car that will get up front. And looks like Wendigo's going to join in the pack with that pitch strategy there in the 13.
We're gonna have to throw a yellow. Land is stuck on pit road. I have no idea what's happening.
And caution comes out here. And an unknown sight there comes with the 20.
And he disconnected.
An unknown sight there.
Let's red flag really quick.
An unknown sight there by Land, who has gotten 2 wins in a row so far, has gotten problems in the pits during a green flag pit stop. It looked like it'd be fine, but then it comes out to a problem there that it led into this caution, and that'll be waving at lap 13. Now I'll say here, the one other truck race is streamed in the Row Muscle channel. There's also and funny enough, there'll be, I'm pretty sure there's pretty sure it's only that. That's only about all. But yeah, what an unreal sight to see for the 20 after looked to be a normal pit stop and then ended up to be an issue there that needs to, then wanted him to rejoin and then he'll be sent to the back. Looked like.
Pits will be open once we go yellow again. We're not doing non-competitive pit stops.
Looks like it's still gonna stick with non-competitive pit stops at the moment.
No, we will be doing competitive pit
Oh no, we'll
stops.
be doing competitive pit
Yeah,
stops.
there's no
My mind,
reason for non-competitive pit
my
stops.
mind kind of short circuited for 1 second.
Like, yeah, it's unfortunate that that messed up your strategy, but that's just part of racing. I mean, cautions fall at bad times in real NASCAR too, so I'm not gonna make non-competitive pit stops just because of that. It's still your guys' decision if you want to stay out or, I mean, you know, I don't.
Still a red flag handles in at lap 13. Looks like drivers are out of the cars now. Trying to keep themselves entertained while Land tries to join back. And my goodness, I am seeing avatars that I'm seeing what's new, especially Jax running the number 45. What the heck is that outfit?
I think they're requesting we do a scheme rating time. We need to go and rate all the cars,
Oh, they're
all the
gonna.
schemes.
Oh, looks like we're gonna quickly transition to a scheme rating here, and my voice sounds like I'm dead.
All right, maybe we should just go in order from first to last.
All right.
Start with Craigus.
Greg's the 54, running in the Bush Light scheme here. You know, Bush schemes. I usually see them, and I always say, "Hey, it's always put on my day." What is this? Is this a rating of 1 to 10?
Yeah,
What do I say here? You know, I see Bush Lights most of the time, and I always think they're pretty decent themselves. Although I don't, even though I see it morely at the time, I'm going to make it a 6. Just so, just so, just so that. But it's a cool scheme overall. Just I see too much advertisements for Bush Slab. Sorry. What about you, Laner?
I'll give it like an 8, 8.5, 8.5. It's a really
8.5.
good scheme. I like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe a 9. I really like it a lot, actually.
I could potentially see someone making this a 9. Looks like Lana's back on the field, but we're still hiding out with the scheme with scheme rating here. So next up is Wendigo. Um. Oh goodness, I really sound like I'm dead. Um, this throwback here, I might give it like, what I say here, I might give it like a 7. I actually did see the scheme on the run when I was at one point. Um, I mean, it's a good. Oh boy, it's a good ski. It's a good scheme, a good throwback here for Tony Stewart, for 2014. So transition to the Toyota, so it's kind of cool. What about you, Laner?
I'll give it like an 8. I really like it,
Another
but
another another eight
yeah, I'll
on the
give it an 8.
list.
I'll give it an 8.
Another eight on the list there, and here comes Leg on the 44 with that chromatic run there for the Flames here. I might just say here I might just give it an 8. It's a good representation here for Pepsi. What about you?
Benji?
No, about Lego. Oh wait, you
Oh,
said Benji?
Lego.
Oh, I just
Well,
skipped.
Legos, I'll give Legos an 8 as well. I think it's a solid throwback. I like it.
All right, and now we go forward to Benji because it skipped one of them. Benji is a classic throwback. I mean, classic. It's not. It's simplistic, so I could possibly give it another an 8. Sorry,
Yeah,
Toyotas.
I'm with you there. I'm same. I'll give it an 8.
Same thing. I'll probably go with the 16 as well. It's simplistic, so I also probably would give it an 8. What about you? What about you, Laner? Do you probably?
Land said he's done for the day, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. All right, let's just finish up these scheme ratings. Who are we on right now?
we're on Ada right now on the 16.
Aiden. I'll give Aiden a 9.
Oh,
I like it. Very good
around a
scheme.
9 for there. There's Jax here, the 45, and then how we here with the mobile one machine.
I'm
I'm
not
only going.
sure if it's a throwback, but
I'm I even though it doesn't really fit the criteria. The only thing that I only like it, but it's not fit the throwback. 2015,
2015 throwback.
2015 throwback.
All right, well, I like it then. I'll give it like an 8.5.
Oh, only that the big side. Oh, it's the Kevin Harvick one. Okay, never mind. Giving it a 9. No, I actually like the Kevin Harvick ski. You don't really like it. That's actually good. That's actually good. And here comes the
Uh,
Rusty Wallace.
we can
Car-
resume pacing, by the way, and pits will be open. Parker's, I'll give that like a 9 out of 10. I really like the
I
Rusty
also
Wallace
give it a
throwback.
9 as well.
Never mind. I guess pits won't be open because we have a lot of people back there that are not ready. So we will do another pace lap and pits will open next time.
How do and also how the heck do Lance even though he's already out for the race? Do we just
I don't think that was a throwback. That was just a Yahoo scheme.
just a
So
Yahoo scheme?
yeah,
So everybody else has gotten their shot. Land just has his Yahoos. And honestly, I kind of wish some throwback would be for Land, but I guess it sticks with the Yahoo, and then he'll be stuck with an engine failure that would be done for the day. He wouldn't go 2 and 3 this time. This will go for a new driver now.
I mean, I guess we could go green this time. Everyone's done their pit stops. I think everyone pitted, right?
It was a green flag pit stop. My voice still sounds like I'm dead, but
All right, we'll go green this time then. At least that kind of keeps the strategy in it.
so we're
He's probably watching.
coming back
That's
up
what I
to
would
the
assume,
red
Aiden.
flag here, and looks like they'll be uplifted here to green flag here for Craig. It's the 54. It's a big run here by the 54.
Yeah, you can try to rejoin land. I would do it quick though. Yeah,
Looks like it went from him him being done for the day, and then he's trying to come back.
he is 2 laps down though, but he will get the free pass.
So it looks like land is not over just yet. So only a quick engine repair.
Yeah, they got the backup car.
Oh no, they do have the backup car. This first sticking with the 54 to 19 of being up front here. Looks to be the 13 of 44 right now. I mean, third and fourth, and Parker would still be in the back at seventh. Looks like Toyota's trying to handle out by trying to manage the bottom lane now. Well, the last couple of tries it's been, it went out to one being on the outside. So Craig is just trying his best to handle with the bottom lane and not give it and not hopefully give it to possibly the behind card Wendigo and possibly not either Benji, so on and so forth. Oh, looks like Jackson and Parker are trying to get the run on the outside. Couldn't really get much help there at all. Still no changes overall. It's still 3 to go right now for the race at the stage 2, and then this will be going all in here for tonight. And looks like the outside run's trying to get the big run here. The leader is Lego there. And not the right timing at the moment. Could have been better if he was holding on coming down the front stretch and not in the turns.
Yeah. Pits will close this time by, so if anyone needs to pit, do it this time.
2 more laps to go. Looks like I'm not sure if they're gonna try to do it another time. Oh, looks like they're trying to. They're trying to get the run here, but Lego and a problem there.
Oh,
A big mishaps there by the 16 and the 44. That's still no caution just yet. But now leads down to 5 cars. The hand out to get points. And Craigus, who is in definite need for points, will definitely need the win, but would take some points here for that. White flag for stage 2. And looks like Benji has to do something alongside the 45 with the 45 or the 2. There's never been a winner here before. Oh, look at this. And a block there by the 54. And oh, looks like Wendigo's close up by under the yellow line. I don't know if they're gonna do it. Just gonna push the 2 up front for the throwback, Rusty Wallace. Who's gonna get the stage 2? Looks like no changes are gonna happen here. And Craigus will sweep by to get stage 2. So GFM has now gotten 2 stage wins at Daytona.
Land, you can get a lap back if you want to.
And that was Jax there for the first stage, and then Craigus there for the second.
Yeah, let's slow down a lot because Land needs to get a lap back. Well, I guess we're gonna pit anyways. Yeah, let's just red flag really quick. That'd probably be better.
And Parker with the big run there. would handle the third place spot, the pole sitter for this race. And looks like some cars are still not stopping. Looks like the 19 has brake issues at this point. Looks like he would be stopping right across there, almost into the turn 3. And Craig is well, looks like they're gonna back it up. Craig is with stage 2. That gives him another playoff point year for the 54. After a little bit of struggle there at Coda, looks like he's back in it for another stage win in the Great American Race.
You can get a lap back, Lan. I don't know if you already did or not. Finishing positions, I had Craigus, Wendigo, Parker, Benji, Jax. I'm not sure if those last 3 were right. I was gonna have to watch a replay. Okay, so it was Jax and then Benji.
So we're handling in with the last 30 laps here for round 1 in the playoffs. And so far, it's been a really long ride here as we come forward, as Land had the win there for Charlotte, had another win there for Coda, and Lego was very short there by one more position there. It's been 2 in a row, and it's been handled out with this second place finish so far. And it looks like Lego here looks like he's now back with the 20 of Land. As 20 got his lap back. But 44, after recent problem there, getting contact in the wall alongside with the 16 of Aiden, now has a must-win chance.
I can do live points really quick while we're red. I didn't even think about doing that. Let me do that really quick.
And looks like Laner is gonna start it with the live points here for Daytona. As the red flag still uplifts, looks like we're gonna let in. Looks like we're gonna actually get ourselves a live point sensation stimulation here.
Okay, points have not really changed much at all. I'll send a screenshot in general, but the only position that changed is Craigus is now in 6th by 1 point. But really, not much has changed. Jackson and Wendigo are separated by 1 point for 3rd and 4th, but Craigus and Lego are in must wins, and Aiden is also in a must win. So everybody below the cut line's in a must-win. Jackson Wendigo are going to be fighting for that third spot because if we have a new winner below the cut line, then one of those two would get eliminated. So that'll still be a really close points battle. All right, let's resume pacing. And pits will be open this time.
It looks like we're back here across Daytona. Looks like everybody is be back on the pack here, and Land has another issue here. Right off the bat. Oh boy, the 20 is going deeper and deeper when it comes down to be either try to get his engine to try to manage his way to possibly race. And it looks like it's still going in slim.
And he disconnected again.
And there goes the 20. Looks like the 20 has disconnected. And that'll be another time that Land would be disconnected from the game.
I think he rejoined quick enough.
You'll be sent to the back overall. During
Alright,
that.
gonna go green this time.
Looks like some heat going on in the chat there. Looks like some heat there for Tweet.
Let's all be nice to each other.
From the 19 to 20. Hopefully it boils down a little bit here. As we'll head over to the final stage here.
The cutoff race, we got tensions are high, you know.
Yep, round 1 of the playoffs is real. it's only ending up with 30, basically under 30 laps.
All right, gonna go green this time.
We're gonna handle here with the final stage here and the last 30 laps here in Daytona. Who's gonna get into the playoffs?
I'm cool with some 3-wide racing if you guys want to do that. That was pretty cool earlier.
And Craigus gets moved out right off the pad. The 54 gives the spot to the 45.
I think he was trying to give us some 3-wide racing.
Looks like it'll still be single file.
The only problem is that nobody went with him, so it didn't ever go 3-wide.
And that gives Jack the spot to handle on here alongside the 19 of Wendigo. Looks like the 19 has been getting enough screen time at this point. I'm pretty sure everybody looks like has gone some screen time at that point. Craig is trying to find a way. Couldn't really get much here, as he's still trying to is still in merge with the 20 of Land that has joined back twice now. Looks like Land's lag looks to be a bit more manageable now. And an early run there for the 44. Very wide there on the pack, and now will merge in with the 54 Craigus, and that would take him way back than it should have. Already, the max is 50, and we're almost halfway through. And Craig is in the wall. And
Yeah, I know,
that's
Aiden. I'm hoping we get this done before the heat start.
and that gives a big line to work with the 44 Lego, while everybody else is still fighting their way to try to make it into the playoffs, except for Land. Oh, the
Oh my
54,
goodness.
and almost hits the wall. Goes the 44. That was not pretty, and there's already a spin there under caution. That was the 16 of
Uh,
Aiden.
we will open pits this time. Yeah, Land, you can get both of your laps back because you should only be one lap down. So I don't know why I guess probably because you rejoined, but you're on the lead lap. Pits are open.
And looks as though there's 3 cars are staying out of the pack here. Jax, Wendigo, and Parker looks to be staying out here. Everybody else would come in.
And can we red flag on the backstretch so Land can get his laps back?
And looks like Craig is here. Is going with the quick strategy here for pits. Everybody else handles out here. It's a side by side run. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure that was indefinitely a tie from what I saw, but I think Benji got a little bit of a slingshot there. And oh, I guess they stop it with the help of 44. Well, that takes a bit of more damage there. Looks like Coca-Cola is trying to gag off a Pepsi right now. But the 54, even though 54 has Bush Light, and the 2, actually no, the 2 is Motor Company. Excuse me. As we're waiting for Land to try to get back his laps right now, as looks to be like there's actually some planning going on for the I'm trying to handle it out here with a 2 wide, 3 wide race here for the last 25 laps, or last under 25 laps here. It looks like Land has came back after that. He will be on the lead lap after 2 problems
Everybody
there
ready?
with his motor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, resume pacing. We will go green this time.
And looks like the live points have been updated now, and looks as though it's basically a run here off the bat. And everybody's like 1 point each. So basically, Craig is Lego and Aiden would basically need to pray to God to hopefully get themselves a win. But that would knock Wendigo out the list there for that shot. It's a green flag once again here at Daytona at lap 28. And oh goodness, the 16 went through the pit road. That actually gets shot there for Lego there in the 44. Get helped by the 20. That big run there on the outside for the 44. Be merging on with Craigus once again. And wants to hand it out with a double wide position. Look at this! The 2 trying to handle out here. It's really close to the line. It was close to a neck there by Wendigo there. It looks like Aiden's gonna handle out back at the inside lane. Oh, it looks like Wendigo's trying to join in the outside mix. Everybody else sticking the inside. We're gonna leave the 19 into back to dust. 2 still has a chance that if he wants to join in with the Toyotas. He's looking like to merge in with the Toyotas so far, while the 45 still handles the lead in front of 2 Chevys. A big stack up. Oh, 3
Oh
car
my
run!
goodness, we have a
big
car
stack
in the
up
catch
here,
fence.
And Lane gets on top of the 2.
Oh my gosh.
The 2 with the 54. The 16 bounces off the wall in the mid turns 3 and 4.
Holy crap. Land's car was in the catch fence. He
Now,
was
I don't know
riding the
how-
catch fence, bro.
I'm not
Oh my
sure how
gosh.
Lance is still riding right now. Because at that point, I thought I'd be just parking it.
Land, did you clip that?
That was one of the histories in all Great American Race and ROCAR.
Oh my goodness.
But thing aside, I'm pretty sure it looked like to be a merge. Looked like they wanted to handle the outside lane, but the 2 couldn't handle out long enough, and
Pits will be open this time.
you would get into problems there with you would get into the 20 and 54, and then that having the wheels up to the catch fence and then back up onto the 2. That's gonna be a rusty car there for the 20 and not for the 2. If that 20 gets into victory lane, that's gonna be a rusty car to come in with, and oh boy. Don't know what's going on here. 44 and 20.
Pits are open, by the way.
Looks like Land is going to stay out of it. Really unknown sight of what's going on here as he hits the wall. Riding the wall out here to turn, and looks like he be done.
Yeah, looks like he disconnected again.
Looks like he be disconnected once again for the 3rd time. Looks like Land is actually gonna throw the towel. Pit strategy there by Craigus, but now the 20 will be left as a scrap there.
I mean, if we're being realistic, if that was real life, that wreck would have totally ended his day. So that was a pretty brutal wreck.
That was a brutal wreck, and that'll be Land 20 done for the day, and hope this and
Go green this time.
and see how the 54 to 2 would do after that wreck, cause my goodness, that was a wreck. Looks like some drivers are trying to think themselves that they want to rejoin just so they have no lag. courtesy of the 44 of Lego there.
If you want to rejoin, I would do it quickly before we go green again.
Looks like Lego.
Alright, let's just, yeah, red flag, I guess.
Looks like then they're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna
cross the
red flag.
restart zone there. Yeah, it looked like they crossed it. So this will be green. This will be green next time now. Unfortunate sight for land. Looks to be like wants to be a three-peat, but no three-peats happen, as this will give an end of the day after technically a brutal wreck there with the 2 and the 54, right up
Alright,
the
we can
turns
resume pacing.
2, 3, and 4. Looks like the 44 will be coming back now.
I think Lego has to get a lap back. Because I think he went a lap down during that whole process, I guess.
And problems there, the 16 and 2 under caution. They're gonna let it slowly pace by until we get to see the 44 try to come back.
We should be able to go green this time. He's entering the tri-oval now.
Yeah, there's the 44 there. Looks to be like Lego's still trying to catch up here. He's already entering turn 3.
Alright, we can go full speed again.
And Lego would stick back in with the pack here. It would be behind the 2 of Parker.
And we will go green this time.
And this will go to the 54 to try to handle out this restart along with the 45. Green flag. And another good restart there, decent restart there for the 54. Still single file here. And Parker wants to find somebody to help him on the outside. Nothing helps it. 'Craig is still handling out on the outside, or in front of the field right now, in front of the 45. Everybody else. 45 still has the shot here with its Mobile 1 machine. '13 and 16 also in the mix as well. And looks like they're starting to get the run here. And nothing much there going on. Looks like Jax wanted to make the run on the outside. Nobody wanted to go with him as he expect the second. The 54 still had to go up front. Well, it's 16 laps to go here. Two Toyotas and then two Chevys, and then one Toyota, two Fords. Still single file pack here. Looks like they really looks like everybody's trying to end this off really quickly here for this race. We're heading 15 to go here for Daytona. The last 15 laps here for round 1 of the playoffs. If anyone can make a run out here on the turn 2, it'll be fine. And Lego hits the wall. And now set him back a couple seconds behind Parker. Everyone's still managing the inside lane right now. Alongside that, people under 15 laps to go for the first stage. And almost looks like there'd be a run there. A bit of an opening there was looked to be the 19 of Wendigo as the 16 that almost opened its doors for Wendigo there to get a position. Now, still, everybody has a win except for Lego, and he's still stuck with the pack, and the only car that is in the playoffs without a win. Craig is using most of the inside. Oh!
Oh my goodness.
What's happening there?
Looks like a lag spike or
A
something.
big lag spike there to 54. That will cost him the lead. And that gives it to the 45 of Jax. Another big lag there for the 19. Toyotas are dropping from the front to the back. And Craig has some more problems there coming into the turns between 3 and 4. They'll still handle green. This looks like Wendigo will try to come back. This leads to the 45 right now, still handling up front. As we're already about to hit almost 11 to go. Krieger seems like he's still a little bit far back behind Wendigo right now for looks to be 1 to 2 seconds. Looks like he's trying to come back right now.
Is it better now, Kurgus, or is it still?
His status is barely. It looks like it's barely. So he'll still handle on to try to complete the race in lead laps time. Jack's still making the run here. The throwback Kevin Harvick scene for 2016. While behind him is the 13 and the 16 who are running the 1998 throwbacks for Dale Jr. and Dale Sr. 10 laps to go. A final 10 laps to end off round 1. And drivers would take a 2-week hiatus before they'll come back to race again in the upcoming 2 weeks. Looks like Krakus has joined back with the pack here alongside the 19, the 44, holding on to top 5 right now. They're seeing there's probably could be some switching lanes here. The 13 looks like he wanted to get the switch lanes. And Wendigo and Kragus pit. Everybody else still stays out. Will be green flag pit stops for the second time now. This will leave questions if any of these drivers still are in barely good condition tires. And looks like Lego Parker will be pitting here. It's 3 cars now who haven't pitted just yet. And looks to be it's the Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. here in 2nd and 3rd. And you can see there's Wendigo and Kragus there in the 54 and 19. They're really speeding up right now. As the 44 and 2 are trying their best to try to quickly get it off with, and the 2 gets it out here along with the 44. It looks like they'll merge in with the 19 and the 54.
All
And
right.
looks like
The
everybody
leaders
else
are pitting.
and the leaders will be pitting alongside the 13 and 16. Everybody
So
has.
who is the leader? Parker's the leader right now?
Parker is the leader.
Okay.
One thing though that Parker and Lego have to do is to stay up front to try to handle on. Parker looking to get his big run here with the pole and also try and look for his first win, but Lego wants to earn it more. As there's a big speed there by Toyota. Looks like they got the big run there. And out with the 44. And Lego tried to use the outside, couldn't help at all. They're trying to leave the 2 out here now, and it seems like they looks like they're out of pits. And Jax will be the one that leads up front of Daytona. And that pack is really fast right now here. It looks like they're starting to try to merge it with Benji right now.
Jax has a huge lead.
It only comes down by its time.
Yeah, they might catch him with only a few to go, but I don't know. I don't even know if they have his draft. Jax has a really big lead right now. It's a 2-second lead. And a 6-second lead to that big pack in the back.
The leader of the pack is Benji, as he came out of the pits last after the leaders pitted. Look at that speed coming out of the pack. They are really trying to catch up to Jax and Aiden. Aiden being the only second place car right now. Looks like he's going to join in with the pack. That is a very fast pack here.
Yeah, I think they're gonna catch him. They're coming really
They
quick.
are really coming at it.
Yeah, they'll definitely get to him.
So the battle still stays here. Jax wants to look for a second win, but looks like it's not the time this time, as there's a pack running by to try to run into Jax.
Here they come.
Here they
Oh
come.
boy.
The 16 as the leader. Jax trying to see what
He's
lane
gonna
they're
have to
trying
block
use.
it.
He's
He's gonna have to
trying to-
block it.
When they try to handle the outside, they're gonna handle the inside.
Oh, there we go.
And here comes the pack here. Jax with a bunch of momentum that he needs. And a lot of pressure. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no,
Benji's.
Benji! Out of the pack! And
Oh,
Spreck comes out
oh
of the
my
back!
goodness.
And 16 gets involved.
That's the big one.
The spin there by the 16. And that was when Benji was coming up below the yellow line. And that caused a problem there. From that, and that leaves to Parker and Lego to be up front now.
Yeah, I might have to look into that for a penalty post race. I don't know what really happened there. Pits will be open this time.
Benji is saying that he was frozen during that time.
Okay. All right. Well, that would make sense.
So that's definitely
That would
be a
explain
penalty.
it.
I mean, he did look like he was stopped on his tracks during that point. He didn't his car wouldn't even move at all. He tried to merge back into the lane, but it was a failing merge there, and I left the 16 out to spit himself out. And that leaves everybody else to come in here, and that leaves the yellow flag here, and would be back with overtime once again. I'm not sure if the other two races have gone through overtime. Pretty sure the Coda didn't get through overtime.
Pits are open, by the way.
Pits will be open potentially the last time here for these drivers. It's just gonna go through overtime. And Parker
that was
staying out alongside Aiden and Benji. Looks like they're going to be some first-time winners, possibly. Lego staying in pits alongside basically most of the playoff drivers at the moment.
$51 is right, or should it be 52? I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's 52. All right, Parker, if you could slow down a little bit, so we can hopefully go green this time. All right, you can go full speed again, Parker. We will go green this time.
Daytona overtime has been probably the most anticipating thing right now. Everybody's pressure right now with the last 2 laps of Daytona. We'll see who's going to get into the playoffs or not. Let's go!
Well, this can only end good, right?
Parker, the big run right now. Holding out in front of the 16 and 13. Alongside everybody else in the pack right now that's still handling out with the big run there. Trying to end the race quickly. Down the backstretch here for the 2. 2 wants to hold on to get the biggest win of his life. To handle out here to win at the Great American Race here at ROCAR. This also gets a shot here for the 16. 13 here too. Parker, the pole sitter on the 2, will go get the white flag here for this and round 1. The Great American Race will end on who will be the winner here. They're going to let the race back here. It looks like the 2 still handling on with this run. The 16 looks like it wants to get the run of it. They're tantalizing closely to each other. And now, it's going to be holding out to one more turn and one more front stretch run. Here comes the front stretch for one last time here for the American Race. Will Aiden do it? Goes the inside. The big run. And Parker actually gets him
wins
on the
it.
line after the big run happened. The 2 wins in the most biggest impact ever and wins the Great American Race in Daytona. And that leads to Wendigo to join back to the championship 4 along with Jax. And that would end the season for Aiden by a heartbreak. The throwback ski for Rusty Walls in the 2 would not only win at Charlotte by a big run, but also win in the biggest race of his life. And where he still hasn't got a ride for the playoffs and already eliminated, he still wins in the greatest race of history. And the 2 would try to handle on.
Yes, you can do a burnout, Parker.
And handle out with the 2 of Schlater. Still try to continue with the number 2 for Schlater. And would handle out here to win in this biggest race. What an absolute run here by the 2. He looks like I have seen him having a bit of screen time, but ever since he got that run there, and even after that caution, he had a huge run to try to get himself back into the victory lane. Not only trucks, but the first time ever that will join inside of Cup. And that will be the most greatest race of his life that he would witness. And probably one of the memorable ones, most memorable finishes you would see by a finish into the grass. And also we need to set gravity of Parker to 0. All right.
Oh my goodness.
And oh boy. And now it's setting back here. This would also give heartbreaks to also people there, people here like Kragus. He'll be he'll be reinstated to another team next season that would be back much forward. Because it seems like Black Hill Motorsports is also coming into the mix for season 8 of ROCAR. It seems like Wendigo is trying to handle out to see if he could get himself the championship there. And there's Parker here running the Rusty Wallace scheme. Classic win here at Daytona, and also the first win as a non-playoff driver. Still going full time here at Daytona. What a race! I mean, what a finish! I mean, but just what a finish! All right, Parker. I know this is only the second time that we're meeting, and I didn't expect this to be here. You got yourself a copy is FS7. So Parker, the biggest run of your life here has happened here at Daytona. You had the run, you had the shot here. You were up front to overtime, and you had the outcome. Basically, Aiden and your friend Benji there. How do you feel? How do you feel about that race? How do you feel about that finish as well? Looks like Parker is right here. Reading here, saying that he's shocked. He's really sorry to Aiden that nothing would be intentional. He said he's really excited about this finish. Well, Parker, especially after that finish, even though we have a 2 week break on the line, next race would be much more different than Daytona. But give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about this team right now for SSR and possibly improving over time next season. Looks like he said he's going to focus on helping Laner win the championship, and he hates it for Lego, for not getting the win. As he says, he should have won this year. Well, Parker, I haven't got much else to say at this point. I'm just shocked about your win, but you know Do you have anything else to say to your team, to this win, and potentially that finish that'll probably be one of the memorable things you had to experience? Looks like he says he's thankful for us to start to give him a chance and would forever remember that finish. Well, Parker, thank you for your time here. I'll move on to Aiden now because it looks like he wants to get an interview alongside that. But thank you for your time. I'll handle this out to Aiden now. So thank you for your time. And there it is. Parker gets a win here at Daytona with the Rusty Wallace throwback here, and looks like he'll be improving morely in the future. As I'll be sitting here, actually I'll be sitting here right next to the Checkerfly Motorsports drivers here. Aiden, you got yourself a copy of FS7.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, Aiden, um, you wanted to get the run. I understand that. You wanted you and your teammate to try to hopefully get that run, to try to get yourself the win, lock yourself into the playoffs, morally into that. But overall, how'd you feel about this race, and especially that finish that would have to cost you?
This race, it was okay. It was a whole lot better than the truck race last night for comparison. And I mean, I'd say I enjoyed it. It was fun trying to make strategy up, and usually we didn't stick to it, but um, yeah. So I guess the finish. I'll talk about the finish because that's what's racing through my head right now. Um, Apparently everyone bailed and went to the top, so I had no one pushing me. And then I'm pretty sure Wendigo, somebody else went to the bottom. It was no, it was Wendigo and Lego who came to the bottom, and he was pushing me. And when you get a huge push and like go incredibly fast, it makes your car go straight, and I got into the quarter panel of Parker, and that's all she wrote. Um, I couldn't really do much after that, so it's just, it's an unfortunate, it's an unfortunate finish, and it's gonna sting for a while because this could have been my first championship for. I don't think I would have been a very big threat, and more importantly, it's a win. But you know, out of everyone to beat, Parker definitely deserved it. He ran up front a lot, and he was a clean driver besides almost killing Land. So I think I'll be able to sleep tonight, knowing I gave it my all.
Well, that's great, and
Who was screaming something?
especially especially during that the next 2 weeks after going after that would be Pocono, and although I've experienced Pocono before during my time, I'm pretty sure you would probably experience it same way as I am. But you got any thoughts there for Checkerfly Motorsports and potentially trying to get another win?
I have no idea if we're racing the next 3 weeks. I thought it was a one race would decide the championship, so this is kind of like news to me too. Um, I know board should, you know, have a board director should know what the schedule is, but no. Anyways, but I did sub for Land at Pocono. I didn't really do much. I was not very fast, so I think Pocono will be a wash. Martinstown, I think I could be fast at. Um, was I remember running pretty good last time we ran there, and I had really good strategy, but the cookie did not crumble my way. I think I messed something up, or a bad caution. And Chicagoland, I don't really know what's gonna happen at Chicagoland. I think I was mediocre.
Hmm. Well, I got nothing much else to say here. You got anything else before moving handling it to Laner now?
Shout out to Benji for being a great teammate, and shout out to Jax for also being, I guess, kind of a great teammate. We're technically affiliated.
Well,
Oh yeah, I'm also the only driver with all top fives in every start. So I'm sorry, Jax, you finished like P6.
well, that's one thing. That's only one happy thing. Well, thank you for your time, Aiden. I'll move on to Laner now, who will be celebrating with SSR right now. So, thanks. All right. Alongside Aiden there, who's handling out there for CFM. Laner, who's our officiator here for this round one playoffs, will be coming back to race here when it comes back to 2 week hiatus there for ROCAR. So Laner, what you got to say to about this race and also about the finish that you had to witness?
Um, I enjoyed the race. Actually, I thought it was a really clean race for the most part. I'm really, uh, I can't really think of the word. I guess I'm really just proud of everyone, like for the way they raced. I really thought it was a clean race, and for the most part, like we go to Daytona and you just expect it to be chaos. And we did have a few incidents, but we actually went green for the most part, I would say. So it was really nice to see that. And obviously, I'm really happy for Parker. He's been a really humble guy ever since he joined our team, and he's just put in a lot of work. And he came to Daytona and won the pole, and he was really fast all night, and just really happy for him.
I see. Um, especially the next 2 weeks come on by, which is Pocono, Martinstown, and Chicagoland. I heard that the two is going to try to help you for to try to push his way here to make you win the championship. So I'm not giving my hopes up to you, but you got any thoughts about that one too?
Uh, I mean, I feel like in the championship round, it's gonna kind of be every man for himself. I mean, we have one kind of super speedway track in Pocono where I guess teamwork can kind of come into factor, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have really the four drivers that are in the championship are all very fast and very competitive, and I'm really excited to get back to the track, and I'm excited to compete. I think those four drivers are going to put on a show, and we'll see what we got. It's a new format, so I don't really know what to expect, but it's going to be tough for sure. Um, Four very fast drivers, so should be a good show. The next three races.
I see. Well, I thought I could also say a little extra thing here about about Lego here that hasn't made it to the playoffs by close there by the fourth, but you got if you got anything else to say to Lego and anything else about here, be fine.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed that Lego wasn't able to make it in. Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't know. It's really tough for him. He's been really fast all year, and um, things just didn't fall his way. If things would have went differently, Lego could have like 2 or 3 wins right now. But that's not what happened, and that's not the world we live in, unfortunately. But Lego, he should definitely hang his head high because he had a really good season. Um, by far his best season ever. I mean, he's led a bunch of laps. He's been really competitive. So hopefully he can get a win over the next 3 weeks. I mean, I know that team, the 44 team, is still very motivated, and I know they still want to win a race. So SSR will still be trying to get Lego into victory lane as well. So we'll see what he can do.
All right. Oh god, it's a lot of stuff going on here for Heat, but I'll end it off quickly here. If you got anything else to say before, I'll quickly end it off.
No, just congratulations to Parker, and we should have another episode of the Money Stop coming out next week. CSP had a few personal issues. He had a few things that happened in his personal life. I don't want to share too many details. I feel like that's his business to share, but just everyone send prayers out to CSP and make sure you just keep him in your thoughts. That's all I'll say on that. But we should hopefully have another episode of the Money Stop coming out on Monday. Hopefully, just
Alright.
make sure to keep CSP and his family in your prayers.
We'd like to keep good prayers here for CSP. Well, thank you for your time, Laner. Hopefully, prayers out there to CSP, and hopefully he gets reinstated. Hopefully, you have a good day too. Hopefully, you have fun watching Heats.
Yeah, got some heats going on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly end it off here because Heats are starting, and I want to lock into to watch it. But big day there for Parker. Heartbreak there for some drivers that haven't made it to the playoffs, but it's still a big day for one. But a heartbreak that will probably sting for a while, but it will wear off for a little bit. But we got our championship 4 set. Next 2 weeks will be a break until we hit to Pocono, then Bardstown, and then the championship race at Chicagoland. It looks like it'd be a 3 Toyotas and 1 Ford show. So later has a lot of stuff to work with. Alongside, he'll be racing with a lot of non-playoff drivers and playoff drivers that haven't made it yet. So we'll see how this happens, but we'll be taking a 2-week hiatus, and I'll definitely watch the podcast during that point and onwards. So I'm time modified, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. See you guys in the Pocono.